Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be very different from what you're used to. The farming content and whatever problems we run into and equipment or fixing up, we're not going to be doing any of that today. Today's video is going to be raw, and it's going to be just me talking and expressing some things that really need to stop. And this has been weighing on me for, well, the last 24 hours or more. So if you haven't heard by now, or heard on the news or Facebook or wherever, it's all over the place, that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And that has really weighed on me a lot. And I feel compelled to, I guess, express myself and my thoughts and opinions on this. This goes way beyond political views, religion, you name it, opinions. None of that matters whatsoever. The biggest thing here is a human being, a human life that is now taken. And that's where I'm having trouble with that, because Charlie was always, and I've watched Charlie's videos for the past couple years now and enjoyed watching the debates. And that was the whole process. The whole point was to have different people's views, different people's opinions, where maybe they didn't agree with Charlie. And you could go back and forth and have a civil dispute. And that was the whole point. And as he stated, once the communication stops, that's where conflict starts and evil happens. And I don't know, it's just, I'm at a loss of words for a lot of this. And another big thing is on social media, it's just circulating around the videos of people that were there, of him, of the whole situation happening. And that's terrible. That's terrible for his family, friends, anyone that knew him. And it's just circulating around social media like it's normal. Like it's just the normal thing to see that kind of thing. And we shouldn't be seeing that. That stuff should be all taken down. It shouldn't be there. So Charlie was a very faithful servant to God. I'm not ashamed of admitting that I am a follower and a believer of Jesus Christ. I'll admit that every day. Not ashamed of that whatsoever. And, Charlie has definitely impacted me in some ways, watching some of his videos explain biblical things and the Bible and verses and everything like that. And you can learn a lot. So I felt compelled to make this video, that this just goes way beyond politics, religion. You take all that stuff out, just wipe away opinions, all of it, get rid of it. And he's a human being with a wife, 2 kids. No matter what side you're on, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make any difference, but it doesn't matter. He was a human being and a human life. So now somebody lost their son. Erica lost her husband, and their 2 children now lost their father. That is what is really weighing on me the heaviest, is, especially for the kids now not having a father. That just, I'm speechless over that. It's terrible. It really is. That's what this world needs. We need to be more united and love one another instead of all this hate that is just circulating so rapidly. And a big one is the world really needs Jesus. That's the biggest thing. And this is not me giving, a lesson, telling you what to do, I'm just basically stating the hating has to stop. It really does. It's human beings. It's husbands. It's, you know, wives. It's sons. It's daughters. It's happening all over the world and all over America, for that matter, where lives are being lost. And in in this particular circumstance, for what? For a different opinion? You know, it just blows my mind, because it's like, I could like apples and you may like oranges. And now we disagree and it causes a big fight, but that shouldn't cause a big fight. It's a stupid example, but that's basically what it comes down to. Two parties not agreeing, and instead of, I don't know. It's just, we've become so focused on our own opinions that nobody else's matters, and when they do voice a different opinion, it's wrong, and we just freak out about it, I guess. So I guess that's just basically where I'm at with everything. It just, the hate needs to stop. And I'm not, you know, this is not me I'm not trying to please anyone or get approval of man. It says that right in the Bible also. You know, we seek approval from God, not from man. I'm not trying any of that. I don't care if this video, you know, gets views or not. It doesn't matter to me whatsoever. But if it gets out to 100 people, then it's 100 people more than if I wouldn't be saying anything. And I felt compelled to, you know, make a video about this. And again, this is not our typical farming videos, but I'm just getting so tired of seeing it all the time, and we need to be more united. You know, it's terrible, because, you know, you go back to September 11th, and today is September 11th, but you go back to September 12th, 2001, the world then would be ashamed of us, and the world now. They would be. So that is where I stand on everything. Again, whether you liked Charlie or not, it doesn't matter. That none of that matters. The fact is, it's a human life, and if you are in that situation, you got to ask yourself, what if that was my family member? And that may put perspective into some eyes. The really big thing for me is scrolling through Facebook, and last night that's all you were seeing was stuff about Charlie. And what really kind of drove me is some people have no humility whatsoever, and it just blows my mind to see the reactions on Facebook to some people reacting at him passing away, and the comments that some people made. It's pure hate and pure evil that doesn't belong here. No matter your views on anything, it doesn't belong. Again, this world really needs Jesus, and I hope that people who don't know will come to know him. I'd like to read this one last Bible verse. It's Matthew 25, verse 23. His Lord said to him, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord." The hate, it's got to stop. It really does. Thank you for watching. Again, this is not a normal video that I post, and I don't get into the politics, stuff like that, but we will resume back into the farming videos and get back to equipment and everything else. Again, as I've said, I just felt very compelled to make this video, and this has been weighing heavy on me. So thank you guys for watching.